Today we are going to be exploring the differences between distilled and purified water. Distilled water is created from boiled water that has been recondensed through a process of cooling. Purified, on the other hand, has been created through a process of filtration and or distillation. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about, as you see on the title down below, should estheticians be using distilled water or purified water? And we're going to talk about it because I think that is an important question to ask and be noted, and I feel like it's kind of like a gray area in the practice of aesthetics. So we're going to talk about it. But before we do, welcome back to SBE Aesthetics. I am your licensed esthetician, professional makeup artist, and here on this channel I show you beauty, lifestyle, entrepreneurship videos, and all about being an esthetician, you guys. So as you guys heard it, yes, that's what we're going to be talking about. Which water should an esthetician be using? Distilled or purified, or both? Let's talk about it. I feel that it's important to know the difference between distilled water and purified water. So I'm going to basically give you the meanings of each. I have my notes, so if you see me looking down, that's because I have my notes in front of me. So distilled water is a pure H2O water that has had their impurities removed through the distillation process. The distillation process removes unwanted minerals and chemicals that causes adverse effects on the skin that could be found in tap water. Purified water is simply a surface source type of water. It's kind of similar to tap water, but it's a little bit more pure. It is processed to remove contaminants such as like lead, arsenic, and salt. Purified water could be used for cooking or drinking, but just make sure that it is safe to drink or cook with. Just make sure it meets the standards to do so. Now that I described to you the two different types, distilled and purified water, if you haven't saw my facial steamer video, I'll leave a link down below if you want to watch that. But I want to bring the facial steamer up again because some people might get confused, like, well, which water do I use in my facial steamer, or you know, what should I be using, what's the best source? And I'm going to break that down today and let you guys know which water you should be using, which one is the preferred one you should be using inside your facial steamer. Some steamers require distilled water while other steamers require purified water. So it's important that we discuss, you know, which one would be better for the facial steamer. So let's get into that. When you think about this, there are many factors to look into this, you know, as far as which type of water you should be using. Distilled water is the most purest. It is boiled, basically like boiled water to its purest of the purest, right? And so that is going to be the recommended best choice you should use inside your facial steamer. Now, I know if you saw the video, I used the purified water, and I will alternate. I didn't have any more distilled water, but I alternate. You can also use distilled water. I would prefer use distilled water first if you have it, and if you don't have it, use the purified water. But you could use either or. They both are the purest of water. But distilled water is just more pure, I guess. You know, research says too, you shouldn't drink much distilled water because it's so pure, which is weird. But you can drink it. Most people don't drink it. Like when I made my skincare products, I would go for the distilled water because it was the most purest. You can drink the purified water. It's just really clean water, but not as clean as distilled. The pH levels are more neutralized in distilled water versus the purified water, if that makes sense. So it's good for, that's why distilled water is more so good for the skin, because it balances out, it neutrals out your pH level in your skin, and it won't like dry your skin or damage your skin. And it is also the safest and great for sensitive and those who have allergies. So I really don't have too much to say about purified water because I broke it down, but you know, purified water is just basically strictly good for like drinking and cooking with. So yeah, you know, that breaks it down. So if you wanted to know which water to use for your facial steamer, it would be the distilled water. It's the most purest, it's the most balance when it comes to pH levels, and it's better for the skin. Now, I do just kind of want to highlight my sink. I have a sink over here, as you see. Now, this sink requires you to use purified water, not distilled water. So, depending on what you're doing or using things for, it's a sink, so most time you wash your hands. I have used purified water for the face. Nothing is wrong. It's still clean. It's just as far as the steamer goes, you know, things do different things. You know, it works in the steamer. I use it in the steamer multiple times, and I've used the distill multiple times. But I go off, like, if I have it, I'm going to use the distill. If I don't have it, I'm going to use the purify. But distill should always be your number one choice. Just don't use sink water or tap water. You can use that water to wash your hands. That's good. Or if you wanted to clean your utensils, you can use that. Or you can still use the same water to clean your utensils. I don't really trip about using tap water to clean my utensils, because you got to take it. It's like not just a one-step process. You got to clean and scrub your utensils. Then you got to spray it down with alcohol. Then after that, then you put it in your barbicide box. And then after that, then you put it in your sterilizer. So it's literally going through a process of cleaning steps. So yeah, but there you have it. The best water to use for that steamer is going to be distilled water. The best water to use just in general when dealing with the skin is distilled water, but you also can use purified water. They're both pure and they both clean, but distilled just serves more purpose for the skin. So if you guys like today's video, please be sure to give it a huge thumbs up, you guys. I am excited, and I'm going to be pushing out more content, definitely for us solo estheticians out here, because we are self-employed. We are a small business owner, okay? And so I think it's very crucial that we know what we know and we do what we do for each other. And these types of videos are going to be helpful, you know, moving forward. These videos are great for even estheticians working for a different company, you know, or if you're not specifically working for yourself, it's good. But more so when you're working for somebody, they kind of got a breakdown of everything for you. But when you are solo, you got to do everything. Y'all know that. So if you guys really like this video, please again give it a thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook, SBE Aesthetics, and I'll catch you guys back with another video.